Guys, so this isn't my usual content, but I really don't care. So I'm here to talk about a person on TikTok. Some people in the object show fandoms probably know her. Her name is Mikayla, and this is her user, and she isn't really as fun and innocent as she seems online, and I'm about to dive into why. Here's some slime for you guys as I rant because I want you guys to stay entertained. So I will be going off what I remember what she did to me and a text I sent in her old Discord server to show the people there she's not good. This will be a long text, so be prepared to be here for a while. Hi everyone, I haven't really talked that much on this server, but I just came here to talk about something before I left. Now I'm not sure if Mikayla still uses this server, but I don't really care ATP because I'm not friends with her anymore. And here's why. Reason number one is that I was dating my ex-partner Harvey, and Mikayla for some reason didn't like that and said we hid the relationship from her, which is wrong. We didn't hide anything from her and she didn't need to know at all. Plus she tried to say who I could or couldn't date. Same with Harvey, because she said we needed to ask permission to date each other. Second reason is she was really transphobic to me. She used to always dead name me and call me she, her pronouns, which really wasn't okay, and really didn't care if I was trans or not. She was also homophobic towards me because I was also a gay man, which is just weird. And then after a lot of probing for an apology to me, she sent a thing in Russian which wasn't an apology. It was her being transphobic again. Then I'm pretty sure a few months go by and then I finally get my apology. But it wasn't texted directly to my face. And she really wasn't that nice to my ex Harvey. But I just came on here to say why I'm leaving this server and blocking Mikayla for good. She also couldn't take accountability and would go to another friend to rant about how Harvey was being rude, when all he was doing was wanting an apology for me. His boyfriend at the time, me and Harvey aren't dating anymore. But I don't really care anymore. But here have screenshots from her texts. Take your time to pause and read, no rush. Alright, now after you read all that, I want to talk about topics. My ex knew about trigger warning for a sensitive topic. Mikayla is white, and the people who know her on TikTok know that to well behind the innocent persona, she says the N-word. She also made some really disgusting jokes about being a pedo, where on a game my ex was playing with her, she then started screaming how she liked to diddle or touch kids, which is honestly disgusting. It's also stupid how she tried grouping me and my ex with another friend Marley, who was 12 at the time, and tried saying me and Harvey were dating them when I was clearly uncomfortable with Marley. Mikayla also has a habit of forcing people to date her and talking to her exes. She's the reason my friend and her ex broke up, because he would constantly text Mikayla behind my friend's back, and Mikayla would encourage it, just because they hated each other. My ex also dated Mikayla because he felt bad for her, but soon broke up to be with me. But she was one of the reasons for me and his breakup, and back then she had two people. She really liked IDK, the first one, but one was named Mark Mikayla, almost forced Mark to date her. Mikayla is also dating someone right now who goes by Nobody, but while she's dating him, she has a crush on someone in our school, which is basically just cheating. She also gets really rude to my ex when her boyfriend gets his phone taken away for school. She's also gotten numerous people doxxed before, as she made her friend do that, which is just a crime. She also gets really mad when people self-ship as the same character she yumes with, but it isn't like just blocking, she full-on goes possessive mode, and she spams someone from her server, R34R. She also yells a lot even when people tell her to stop or when she doesn't get her way. Also, she likes this one YouTuber who does story animations. His name is Bryson, and once she said she would go to one of his live shows and kidnap him. She ships her OC with his persona when Bryson is like 23 years old and she is 13 or 14. She is also unhealthily obsessed with Russians. I once posted a vent about my characters whose name was Prussian Blue, being represented as my depression, but then all she cared about how Prussian was the word Russian without the P. She was also in the making of her own object show, but refused to make any progress because my ex's older cousin was deciding if they wanted to animate for it, which they said no. Then we started talking about payment, and Mikayla said that she wanted to keep all the money to herself, and she wasn't gonna pay the animators or voice actors. That's all I remember, but thank you for listening to my rant, and please spread this to people. I'll tag my ex in the caption in case he makes a video.